When it comes to this season and the shows you just
Yeah.
filmed, like what's something that stands out that you think fans will be excited about?
I mean, I think as ever, I think the reason the fans like the show is because they like the characters in the middle of the show. So that has been preserved. The complexity of the storytelling has got kind of more interesting for me. We've got characters who are a little more ambiguous. We've still got the kind of the week-to-week missions, but there's a big story that runs through the whole thing, which is great. There's a couple of surprises that I don't want to reveal at all, but not everybody makes it. Let's put it that way. We bring in Robson Green, who's a big UK TV star. He helps kind of run the boys now, so he's a senior officer. In terms of what we're going to see on the screen, I mean, I love doing the African riverboat stuff in episode 1, because it's never been done before for us. We do a bank heist in episode 2, which is just like heat. It's fantastic. I'm really pleased with that. I think the best thing, episode 9 at the moment is shaping up to be pretty much the biggest action TV show ever made. We have like a 30-minute run of action, which starts with the infiltration of a terrorist base, goes through essentially man, I just don't want to give it away. It just doesn't stop. They get out in a helicopter, take the helicopter to a train, they have to take the bad guys from a train, there's explosions on the train, there's fights on the roof of the moving train, the train goes through a truck. It's great. Motorbikes, trains, planes, trains and automobiles, it's all there.
Where do you guys pull from when it comes to these ideas, putting them on screen?
So listen, I'm an action movie fan from a kid. So, oddly enough, there was a UK TV show called The Professionals when I was a kid growing up. Right, you guys probably haven't heard of it, but it was like a 3-man team, MI5. It was sort of British special forces dealing with kind of counter-terrorism within the UK, and I love that show as a kid. And there's a little bit of me that is striving to replicate that magic that I remember from when I was watching the show as a kid, because these two heroes would do their own stunts and it would be amazing. And it's still being shown on British cable television, and I watch it and it's like, yeah, it's not all that. But as a kid I watched it and loved it. What happens is we sort of sit around and Phil and Silicas will say, well, we haven't done that yet. And I go, okay, let's see if we can do something you haven't done. So it's always new stuff to keep them challenged, because they do most of it themselves. And we have a great stunt team, but the truth of the matter is they do most of their own stunts. And when they don't do the stunts, generally it's because the insurance company won't let us have them do it. They just go, no, you're not having them jump out of a plane. Because I tried it. You're not having them do this because it's dangerous. And so the stunt team will come in for that. But it's what's going to challenge the boys physically, because they're both very able guys. I mean, I think they're probably the toughest actors in the world. I mean, and I don't say that lightly. I think Strike Back is the biggest action show, and I think the boys at the front of it are, I'm trying to think of anybody I'd compare them to right now. They're good. I'd put them up against anybody. These guys are badass. All right, and that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to keep having fun.